Righto, chaps, how the devil? Apologies, I didn't get a BBC Spews out this weekend. I had to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Didn't get the chance to do it. However, I did briefly appear on Simon Sideways' stream, so I thought I'd quickly jump in and cobble together a video that I wanted to make in response to the fact that nobody seemed to be aware of this story regarding an audacious hoax and the fact that academics are apparently, who would have thunk it, just as fallible as everybody else. Not controversial, but there you go. It came up at this point in the stream when I was responding to a fatuous point made by the resident lefty ideologue who was just constantly talking about the experts, as if there isn't literally hundreds of thousands of experts that disagree. This is what I can't understand with the constant points they make in cyberspace, on Twitter, Facebook, the government. They just say, trust the experts, as if thousands of academics from Harvard and Yale and Oxford and Cambridge and all of the top universities and all the pharmaceutical companies, as if there isn't dissent from the very top down. The experts do not universally agree. It seems to be split about 70-30. The difference being the MSM only shows us the 70. But anyway, here's the point he was making. Badly.
I don't project my fears or my lack of understanding of things onto other people. And
yes,
I think
but people still have opinions about it, and I think they should be allowed that.
There's a lot of unethical fuckers out there that will be favourable in their findings, right? And these people will post it, put it out there as God-given fact, and these people then get funded to go on and do whatever it is they want to do. Now, there's many an autist in science that are very single-minded. It doesn't matter how they get to their end, right? I've got a mate that studies mushrooms. He's so hell-bent over his mushrooms, right, that if you give him the funding, he will tell you that an elephant can hang off a cliff by its fucking tail tied to a daisy. He will come up with a mathematical equation that makes that right. Now fund me. That's the problem we've got.
I've got something to add here, mate. Regarding peer review, did nobody hear that massive scandal from, I believe it was about 2016, 2015, where the scholars in the United States, it was James Lindsay, Helen Pluckrose, Peter Pogosian, wrote dozens of fake papers using all the buzzwords and the jargon and made ridiculous, insane claims that were submitted for peer review, and they all got passed. And these guys were sitting there astounded. If you just Google any of them names, James Lindsay, that's what made the guy famous. They were writing insanity. Like, oh, some dogs are gay, but some dogs are trans. And then they were like insanity. And it all passed peer review. So that there is your proof that the experts are not infallible and they have their own agendas.
Have you never
and I would
seen
also
a dog?
say, sorry, make the quip and then I'll finish. Go on. The quip was, oh yeah, have you never seen a gay dog? Which, yeah, dogs, I'm pretty sure they do it as an act of dominance as well. Dogs don't put on rouge and visit the local gay disco. But maybe, I'm sure there are gay of nearly every animal. The paper I was thinking of is actually called Human Reaction to Rape Culture and Queer Performativity at Urban Dog Parks in Portland, Oregon. So, fortunately, I was proved right. It's even dafter than I thought it was. Again, I was operating off memory, something I'd read a long time ago, which claimed to be based on in situ observations of canine rape culture. So our lefty chum obviously wasn't having it. He wants to argue the toss. Here's another good one, look. Yet another paper has a rather more sinister hue in Rubbing One Out, Defining Metasexual Violence of Objectification Through Non-Consensual Masturbation. Just what I always talk about. Lefty fucking buzzwords. The fictitious author argued that men who masturbate whilst thinking about a woman are perpetrators of sexual violence. It's comedy gold. Like I've always said, it's easy to do YouTube nowadays because of the lunatics on the left. Write comedy gold all the time. You don't even need to think about it too hard. It is brilliant satire. This is the story. I'm going to put a link in the comments. I suggest you all read it. But the short version is simply that. These three wrote 20 fake papers using fashionable jargon, and they all passed peer review. Absolute madness. And it proves, indisputably, that the experts' word is worthless. Even if they did all agree on the issue, which they don't, the experts can be bought, bribed, or purely, I don't know whether it's down to laziness, incompetence, malice, whatever it is. This story proves that academia and peer review isn't worth a wank. Check it out, and I'll see you guys for a live stream tomorrow. Cheers.